Hi students, welcome to my biology class. In today's session, we are going to study about Porifera. This is from your 11th standard syllabus, chapter Animal Kingdom. Okay, so loads of neat question and board question can come from this side. While going through the session, I will update you regarding this. So first, think about the name Porifera. Porifera, right? As I used to tell you, never ever by heart without understanding the meaning. Pori, that means spores. So this organism bears spores. How you know they bear spores? Fera. Fera is a word coming from Greek ferin. Ferin means bearing. So these organisms, they bear pores in their body. Now, you know they possess water canal system. Okay. So here we have two separate concepts. One is water canal system. Water canal system is a key feature of Phylum Porifera, whereas water vascular system or ambulacral system, that is a key feature of Phylum Echinodermata. This is an important neat question. Okay, so you should clearly understand water canal system is present in Porifera. We will see the details later. Now think about Porifera. When you look at their body, they have cellular level of organization. That means loads of cells joined together, right? Now, when you look at their body wall, okay, we have two layers, pinacoderm and choanoderm. This is also another important neat question. The body, okay, it's having two layers, pinacoderm and choanoderm. Derm means outer layer, right? Derma. Now, pinacoderm made up of a group of cells called pinacocytes. Correct. P to P you connect. Never ever by heart. So, pinacocytes. Choanoderm, right? Choanoderm is made up of what? Choanoderm is made up of, then, correct, choanocytes. Now, P to P, another P will come. Pinacocytes making the pinacoderm. It is the outer layer which helps in protection, right? The protection is required. Now, choanoderm, it is the inner layer. It's made up of choanocytes. Choanocytes helps in respiration, collecting the food materials as well as excretion. We will see it later. Okay. Now, when you look at Porifera, as I told you, they are made up of, they have, right, the Porifera, which is having cellular level of organization, and they are made up of various type of cells. Now, the major cells are pinacocytes, amoebocytes, choanocytes, porocytes, myocytes, and chromocytes. Okay. This part is clear. Next one, we will think about each cell. Pinacocytes. Already I told you. Can you see pinacocytes here? This pinacoderm you can see, right? Pinacoderm is the outer layer. So pinacocytes make this pinacoderm. And what is the main function? Yes, protection. Next one, amoebocytes. Amoeba word you know, right? Amoeba, right? Without any proper shape and all. Amoeba. Now, amoebocytes are wandering cells. You can see that here you can see. Amoebocytes are present in this mesenchyme. Oh, I forgot to tell you about mesenchyme. Between pinacoderm and choanoderm, there is a jelly-like substance present. Okay, this jelly-like substance we will call it as mesenchyme. Okay, now amoebocytes are present in this mesenchyme. So, can you see this jelly-like substance here in the middle? I have given a green color there. Okay, now amoebocytes are of mainly two types. They are the wandering cells, archaeocytes and scleroblast. The main function of amoebocytes, they helps in the transfer of food materials between different cells. This is one function. Now, what is the function of scleroblast? When you look at the body, you can see that here I have marked, right, spicules. So, you can see that in the mesenchyme, right, some of the amoebocytes. One function already I told you about the amoebocytes. Amoebocytes mainly helps in the transfer of materials between the cells. Okay. In addition to this, you can see that some amoebocytes which is present in the mesenchyme region, right? They mainly helps in what? Some amoebocytes, they helps in the production of spicules. These spicules are either made up of calcium carbonate or they are made up of silica. Okay. So these spicules or spongin fibers, they helps in the protection of this colony. Okay. Now this spongin fibers are produced by the specialized amoebocytes called scleroblast. Okay. This is one type of amoebocyte. Now we have another type of amoebocyte that we will call it as archaeocytes. Archaeo is a word always stands with primitive. That means these cells are totipotent cells. They regain the capacity to divide and all. So they mainly helps in reproduction. Okay. So this is about amoebocyte. Next one, choanocytes. Choanocytes has a typical structure. You can see that it possesses this region. This we will call it as collar. Okay. So it is otherwise called as collar cells, and they have a flagella also. This movement of flagella helps in the movement of water in the body of, that means in the spongosil region or in the body of or in the canal system of the sponges. Okay. So the inner layer is made up of choanocytes, so it is called as choanodom, and choanocytes are otherwise called as collar cells because they possess a collar region, right? This collar region surrounds the flagella. Now the beating of flagella helps in the movement of water. This is required for the proper working of canal system. Okay, so what is canal system? I will tell you later. So that's about choanocytes. So we completed pinacocytes, amoebocytes, then choanocytes. Next one, porocytes. So when you look at the body of the sponge, you can see that there are some gaps, right? These are the ostia. Okay. This region is formed by porocytes. Okay. This helps in the movement of water. Next one, myocytes. Okay. So the ostia or the osculum. Okay. These are the openings in the body of a sponge. So the movements of this myocytes, okay, helps in the regulation of this pores. Next one, chromocytes. Chromo is a word, right? Myo is a word, always stands with muscle. So contraction you can easily remember. The same way, chromo is a word. Cyte means cell. Chromo means pigment. So chromocytes means what? Right. Sponges, they are beautifully colored. So of course, they are the pigment cells. Okay. Now we completed the body wall. We completed the different type of cells, the major types of, there are other type of cells also, the major types of cells present in which one? Porifera. Next we are going to canal system. Canal system is highly important. Canal system. Okay, when you look at canal system, you have to understand we have three types. Okay, we will have Oscon type, Sycon type, okay, and Leucon type. When you look at the canal system, we have three types: Oscon type, Sycon type, and Leucon type. Okay, Sycon and Leucon are little bit complicated type. When you look at the +1 syllabus or the NEET level, we have to study only about the Oscon type. So I have given a diagram of Oscon type canal system. So we are going to the details. This canal system, okay, when you look at this canal system, the inner cavity of the sponge, okay, it's made up of lots of cells, right? And we saw that there are mainly pinacocytes, choanocytes, and amoebocytes. The pinacocytes are present on the outer region, which form the outer layer called the pinacoderm. Choanocytes are present in the inner region. It form a layer called the choanoderm. Now, between pinacoderm and choanoderm, we have the jelly-like substance mesenchyme, right? And amoebocytes are present in the mesenchyme. They are the wandering cells, right? Now, so the body wall forms a cavity, right, inside, and this cavity we are calling it as the spongosil. Okay, the cavity we will call it as spongosil, right? Seal is always a word stands with cavity. Now, they are aquatic organism, right? We have marine. Most of the sponges are marine, and we have few spongilla, right? We have few freshwater forms like spongilla. Now, these are sedentary organisms. You can see them attached to some substratum. So, water from outside enters through these ostia. So, the body is having loads of ostia. Through this, water will enter. It will go outside through this exit, and this region we will call it as osculum, right? Now, whenever water enters, it will have, it's a filter feeder. Sponges, they are the filter feeders. It will have loads of food particles. These food particles will get trapped with the help of choanocytes. Okay. Now, it will be given for intracellular digestion. Okay, the digestion here is intracellular. The same way, choanocytes helps in respiration also. So, water has loads of oxygen dissolved in it. This also will get trapped. The same way, it helps in excretion. Once the digestion happened, right, the waste materials will be coming outside through the opening called osculum. Is it clear? So, these are the functions of water canal system. So, this is about the water canal system in sponges. So, I hope this is clear. Now, when you look at this word, spicule, I told you spicule helps in protection. Spicules are, right, secreted. They are made up of calcium carbonate or silica, and they are secreted by the specialized amoebocytes called the scleroblast, right? It can be of different type. I don't know whether you are able to see. It can be monaxen. Monaxen, that means it possesses only one axis. Or it can be triaxen, that means we have 3 axes. Or it can be tetraxen. Like this, spicules vary. Okay, so I have drawn many type of spicules in the mesenchyme region. Okay, this is clear. So these now we are going to the key takeaways. First, when you look at sponge, first thing what you have to understand, they have the cellular level of organization. The body is made up of different type of cell. Now you have to think about the pinacoderm and the choanoderm. Now different type of cells we studied about: pinacocytes, amoebocytes, choanocytes, porocytes, myocytes, and chromocytes. Now amoebocytes, I told you about 2 special types, scleroblast and archaeocytes. Okay. Now for your NEET, what will come? For your NEET, they can ask you about pinacocytes, choanocytes, okay, and which system helps in the transport of materials or respiration or excretion in sponge, that is the canal system. So normally there will be one option called water vascular system also. Suddenly you will get confused. No need to get confused. Water vascular system is present in phylum Echinodermata, that means starfish. Water canal system is present in Porifera, that means sponges. Okay. Now about board exam. Okay, they can ask you write down the characteristic features of Porifera. That is one important question. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. Stay tuned. We will meet in another biology session. Thank you.